Good morning to you and happy Monday, the 26th of April. I'm Jessica Amir, a market analyst with Bell Direct. Well, just as the Oscars get underway later today, the stars aligned on Wall Street. On Friday, better than expected earnings results were rolled out on the red carpet, plus global bond yields fell mostly, with both key elements being supportive of equities moving further higher. So we saw the Nasdaq up 1.4, the S&P 500 up 1.1, and the Dow Jones followed. Snap shares were a standout, up over 7%, almost 8% on stronger than expected quarterly user numbers, and their revenue jumped to $770 million in the first quarter. And what was really telling was that airlines performed really well. American Airlines shares gained over 5%, despite reporting a $1.3 billion loss in the first quarter. But American Airlines said their cash flow turned positive, excluding debt payments. So this was viewed as a big vote of confidence in investors' minds that further blue skies are ahead for airlines, given the reopening and vaccine rollout. So a flurry of buying was seen in American Airlines shares, and they closed about $5 shy of their 52-week high, and other airlines also saw a lot of buying too. But what to watch today for us locally? It should be a positive day for the Aussie share market, even though the futures were only suggesting a 0.1% lift earlier. Tech and airlines expected to rally hard today following Wall Street, and the Aussie tech sector, keep in mind, it's up the most this month. As for the ASX sectors, it's up about 10%. Industrials, which include airlines, are up about 6% in the month of April. But the second best performing sector is materials or miners, up 7.2%, not showing any signs of slowing down. And this is fueled by the commodity rally. Now, speaking of, resource stocks are likely to steal the show today. The iron ore price pushed up 0.4% overnight, chasing down a new 10-year high. So keep an eye on the star-studded iron ore stocks like FMG, MGT and MIN today. Other commodity stocks are doing well. To watch are in platinum and palladium. So keep an eye on platinum. Platinum futures are currently up 2%. Palladium futures are up almost 1%, up 0.5% in fact, with the palladium price extending its record run as it's used in car exhausts to make combustion to make fumes cleaner and greener. Copper is trading lower, but the futures are up 1.4%, so expect buying in copper stocks, while the oil price is 0.1% higher at $62.22 US a barrel, and the oil futures are 1% higher, so expect buying in oil stocks today. Keep in mind, oil stocks are lagging on the ASX this month. They're down in the order of 6%, but expect that oil stock gap to close because oil is tipped to recover as demand hopes recover as well. On the big corporate news locally, Westpac has just reported well, there'll be the talk of the town today because they announced that their half-year profit will be $282 million less, accounting for litigation costs, software write-downs, as well as the IOOF separation expenses. So keep an eye on WBC. On the positive side of town, NIB Holdings, NHF is their ticker code. They announced underlying profit for the 2021 financial year will be much stronger than the prior year. And also keep an eye on some of those most traded stocks and securities from Friday at Bell Direct. They were actually all ETFs, VGS and VTS. We saw clients buying the dip into international and US share ETFs, and VAS was the third most traded security on Friday. It's an Australian share ETF. And trading ideas that could be worth a look, Accent Group, AX1 was upgraded as a bell potter buy with a new $3.30 target that implies 14% upside for AX1. AX1, for those that don't know, owns Platypus, Hype DC shoe chains, as well as Skechers stores, and they're now set to buy the Glue store for $13 million in cash, which diversifies Accent away from shoes and moves it into clothing. Now, the purchase is set to be cheap, or it's believed to be cheap, because the company, Glue Store, generates $90 million in annual sales. As such, EPS was upgraded by 1% in 2022 and by 5% in 2023. Secondly, FMG, Fortescue Metals, was upgraded from a hold to a buy by Bell Potter with an increased $23.85 target for two reasons. FMG is leveraged to benefit from those that are hungry for dividends, And secondly, FMG continues to benefit from the iron ore price continuing to outperform on waning Brazilian supply. And thirdly, IOOF Holdings, YFZ, which you might see on your supermarket fridge shelves. They were maintained as a Bell Potter buy with a slimmer $1.10 target. Now, IOOF is expected to rally 83% in a year. Lastly, bullish charting signals have been seen in Weebit Nano, WBT, Galena Mining, G1A and Emeco EHL. And that's according to Trading Central. I'm Jessica Ramir with Bell Direct. Stay safe. Happy Monday. Bye for now.